Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now, today is a very exciting day because today is the official launch of the Ossidon, and I've actually got some information for you guys which kind of gives us a bit of a ETA for when this thing's going to be launching. I kind of was hoping it was going to be a different time than this, but if this is the official time, which it looks to be, I'm hoping maybe Wildcard will give a little bit of an update to it. Then it's going to be late for us if you are in the UK. But anyway, guys, we're going to get in with it. If you guys do enjoy today's video, smash that like button, subscribe, and if you want to come and join us for day one of the Ossidon with so much hype on the servers and in the Discord, the link to the LoadedCrysis cluster is down below. The link is at the top to our Discord, which will take you straight to our amazing community. Come and join us for a day of carnage and a day of fun while everyone comes together taming this thing, and you'll be featured in lots of awesome videos. Link to the Discord is down below. Right, so I need to give a massive shout out to King Dragon, and I know King Dragon will be very excited about this shout out, as I know King Dragon watches a lot of my videos, but pretty much King Dragon is a massive fan of ARK, absolutely everything ARK, and loves diving into the lore and everything like that. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, go and follow King Dragon over on X. But I'm always really grateful because he always comes together with these theories and stuff, and he said, yo, what is this countdown? Unless I'm overthinking it, and this is the countdown for the Ossidon release, and then he tags me GP, Code, and Ras Clark in it, and it linked us over to a website, which was actually the official PS5 store, and on the PS5 store, it's got a bit of a countdown. So if you come over to the PlayStation Store and go to Lost Colony Expansion Pass, I couldn't actually find it at the time, but underneath Wildcard Properties, there is a timer which from now says 15 hours and 48 minutes, which is counting down. Now, this is interesting because I couldn't find it on the Xbox store, I couldn't find it on the Steam store, so I'm not sure whether this is an accident from PlayStation, where they've accidentally, they've been given the time frame that Wildcard have given them, and then they've kind of just released it. I don't know if this is a requirement. This might be a requirement for Sony. Maybe anyone out there that might work for them or know stuff about it, please do let us know down below. But I do notice Sony tend to have a few more leaks when it comes to launches for ARK than any of the other platforms. So yeah, 15 hours and 47 minutes. Now, when I did it earlier, it was at 17 hours when I first saw this information, and it was telling me that it was going to be around about 1:45 AM my time, which is the UK. So yeah, I mean, that's why I was kind of hoping, because in my head and in my last video, I said I was sort of having a feeling Wildcard were going to be on time with a kind of you know, maybe between 5:30 PM to 9 PM UK time launch. And if this is the official time, I could not be further from the truth. Yeah, so I had to double check, and it actually says 2 AM my time, so it's going to be a very late night, and if this is the time it's going to be launching, as we always expect, there's going to be a lovely, lovely late night launch, like with all the maps. You know, every time there's a map release, it's like this. But remember, the Ossidon is going to be a temporary tame across Ragnarok, Valguero, and what's it? The center. That's it. Ragnarok, I was about to say, yeah, Lost Colony later on, Valguero, and the center. And as soon as Lost Colony launches on December 16th, it will be removed from spawning on Ragnarok, Valguero, and the center. I'm sure this is for performance reasons. If you already have the purchase of the Lost Colony expansion pass, you will be able to confront this elemental juggernaut from day one of its release. So that's on Lost Colony, and if it when it launches tonight on the cold biomes of Ragnarok, Valguero, and the center. So yeah, really, really, really looking forward to this today, guys. I have no idea whether this new fabricated crossbow, I know GP was talking about whether that is going to be launching today. I'm having a feeling this is going to be be with Lost Colony. I think it would just be the Ossidon and Saddle today. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, if you want to know details about the Ossidon that we got from the ARK Prime fauna data, we will go through it now for any of you that haven't seen it. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe we've got some hidden countdown. Like, I didn't expect to hear anything until later today. I'm also, before I record this next bit, I'm going to see if the devs have actually posted any updates on it yet. Nope, absolutely nothing from the devs yet. So, I mean, the best thing we can go off right now is this countdown timer. I do kind of expect it to be right. I mean, it really depends, because unless the only other thing I can think of is that Sony have just put in a random kind of 24-hour timer on it, because they know that it's going to be released anytime between this and you know, like any time between a certain period. But the reason of it being 2 a.m. kind of makes me feel like maybe that is the official time, but we'll have to wait and see. So when we come over to the overview of Project Ossidon, it has already yielded the ideal apex predator for our people's needs. Experimentation with the infusion of red element into creatures engineered for hardiness has given us a truly fearsome creature that can dominate the Antarctic waste. Now, big question today. I don't think it's going to happen, but do you think we're going to see anything of red element? I doubt they're going to add red element into the game today. Like, I really don't think they will, because I feel like that's going to be a Lost Colony addition to the game. But it's only because they said with the infusion of red element into creatures, it's making me wonder, is the element already going to be inside of these temporary spawn Ossidons, so we can't actually harvest it ourselves? So if we kill an Ossidon, can we harvest red element early and store it early, or are we gonna just be waiting and then it won't drop anything? And I don't know. This is the biggest questions tonight. This is what we're working out. But by design, these noble snow beads can be sorted at a distance by adaptation. Each specimen expresses its most useful genomic trait. The healthiest Ossidon might display a magnificent crest, while the deadliest will flash the longest teeth. Our biotech teams are laboring around the clock to gestate and domesticate as many Ossidons as possible, should the day come when they needed to defend against a Titan. In the near term, these glorious behemoths will be employed as our peacekeepers and guardians. Now, something again to talk on this situation is, will these be able to be transferred across maps? Because if they are, that's what I'm trying to find out. Because obviously tonight in the LoadedCrysis cluster, when we all come together to tame one of these things, the biggest, because everyone's going to be like, kind of like, I'm sure there's going to be lots of people like sort of standing, watching around, like, how, why am I just picturing it? Everyone standing there with spears and just like, what do we do with this? But it's going to be interesting, because if they can be transferred to other maps, I guess it comes down to what Wildcard and Nitrado are working on. Then will this be able to fight against Titans on Extinction and the roaming Titans? So who knows? Who knows? That is literally... I'm surprised it's not spawning on Astraeus as well. I thought because of the space Astraeus had, I thought maybe the Ossidon would spawn there, but who knows why that wasn't the case. But the Ossidon was engineered to produce excessive quantities of cryogenic mucus, which is something that we're going to hopefully maybe see as a new thing added to the game. This foul substance is the creature's greatest weapon, whether rolled into an icy wrecking ball or spit into a shower of bone-chilling slush. Any rider will feel unstoppable astride one of these imposing brutes. Our mounted forces will soon become as integral to the defense of this outpost as our protective energy shield. And should any of my subjects, my Steve colleagues, feel tempted to challenge my rule, the Ossidons under my command would prove to be an effective deterrent. So, yeah, guys, and you know the major thing about these things is just crazy, is this attack. Like, this hand going up with its claws and its mouth. Like, what is going to stop this? Like, what is going to stop this? Titans, mate, for one. But, I mean, I'm worried about even your Gigas. What's going to happen to your Gigas? Like, this thing just seems unstoppable. It's massive and it's huge. and it produces excessive quantities of cryogenic mucus, which sounds painful. But anyway, like we read the other day, something colossal stirs in the frozen wastes of a rat prime, which is a brutal echo of nature reshaped by red element and is coming. It may stir in the frozen wastes of a rat prime, but somehow they've been thrown out. They've been thrown out. A few lost Ossidons have found their way, floating through the systems of the Ark, and landed on Ragnarok, Valguero, and the center. But behold the Ossidon, a monstrous primate that has turned the frozen alchemy into power and adapted to survive where even titans falter, where the reset protocol cannot reach. Once dismissed as a mutation gone wrong, this towering beast has become a living symbol of raw endurance and elemental might. Its dense fur shifts with the cold, its crest of bone and ice marking it as a creature forged in the harshest crucible imaginable. These creatures sound like they've been forged in literally like hell on earth, and they do not sound like they want to be friendly, but maybe they will be. Maybe they'll actually roll up into a ball and be like, and want their belly scratched. The Ossidon is a force of frost and fury, ruled not by cunning but overwhelming will to dominate. Yet amid the chaos, a strange bond can form between beast and rider, a surge of shared affinity that turns survival into symbiosis. Some even whisper that the Ossidon's form can shift with its attributes, its power informing the twisted frame which contains it. The Ossidon arrives today, as we mentioned already, and it will spawn in the cold biomes of Ragnarok, Valguero, and the center for a temporary amount of time. Still your nerves, this is no ordinary primate. So, it is nearly time to go and try and tame ourselves one of these new beasts and find out what it's going to take to create one of these ridiculous saddles. There's a lot to be revealed tonight by Studio Wildcard. It's very exciting for a Tuesday to have something so fun like this. I definitely love the idea of it being kind of an event thing, because it's the 18th today of November, so it means we get just under 4 weeks to have this as a temporary tame. So it's kind of like an event, and then as soon as Lost Colony comes out, the Ossidon will be arriving. And there's going to be so much coming to Lost Colony that we don't even know yet. And it's just seriously exciting. And to think that they're releasing this as our little pre-Lost Colony launch is crazy. So I will catch you guys all in my videos later today when we get more information from Studio Wildcard. And of course, more information from, just from being able to be shared into the community. We'll be making videos on it. And of course, I will see you in the LoadedCrysis cluster. Come and join us. The link in the Discord is down below. I'd love to chat with you guys. You know, even if you want to come in and just talk some ARK lore or what you're excited about the Ossidon, we have an amazing community, so friendly. Link is down below to the Discord. See you guys then.